And hi, I'm Lyle Jamieson, and we're going to do some quick little techniques. What I want to do today is the problem of getting the little nub in the center of the bottom of a hollow form is sometimes frustrating, so I'll show you how I do it. Doesn't matter what kind of boring bar you have. Hopefully these techniques will help you a little bit to fine-tune what you're doing and maybe make it a little bit fun, a little easier. When we're working on a hollow form, we need to do our goals need to be two things that need to be done in there. First, the sidewall needs to be done and get it nice and uniform and following the shape of the inside. The second thing is that when the drill hole in the middle is gone, we need to do two things differently. We need to stop and readjust and do two things differently than we've been doing before. Okay. The first thing is that we're going to set the laser now with no gap right at the tip, and we're going to watch the right hand side of the laser. That's exactly where the inside bottom is, so I know how deep I am and I can see the shape inside. So the second thing that we need to do is to get dead on the center line. Okay, really important here. If we're too high, the cutter's going to bounce around, bump, it'll fight us, it won't cut. If we're too low, it'll leave a cylinder there that never gets touched. So the trick is to get dead on the center line. Okay, I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, the vessel now is done here, and we're working on the inside. The inside wall is done and the drill hole's gone. First thing we're going to do is set up the laser with no gap. So now we're going to move the laser over right at the tip of the cutter, and no gap this time. Alright. Now when we're inside the vessel, we can see exactly where the cutter is. I know how deep I am. Okay. And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to scratch a line across, and the lathes off now. We'll scratch a line across the bottom and make a mark in there where the cutter's cutting and pull it out. We'll take a look in there and we'll see, okay, I'm just a little bit high there, so I need to make an adjustment to get it on the center line. This is going to be easy with the threaded posted tool rest that I have. We can make small incremental movements and move it up and down to get on the center line. So I'm going to move it up just a hair, about a 32nd of an inch, and then we'll check it again. We're going to scratch a new line across there and stop and look, and let's see. Oh, looks like we're dead on. We should be good to go there. Okay, now when we're in there, I'm going to start my cutting motion way over on the right hand side of center, and over there the wood is actually pushing up and it won't cut over there. I'm going to start over there and just sweep it across the bottom. Don't push towards the headstock, but we're just going to sweep it back and forth across the bottom. You can watch the laser. This is so cool. I can see the shape and the depth of the inside right behind the waste wood there. You can't measure back in here with any other tools. So back and forth, back and forth. Okay, even just taking a very few cuts there, I'm already down deeper than I was before. See where the pencil line is, and I can establish exactly the thickness of my bottom I want. Now we watch the laser as it goes back and forth across the bottom. You can see the little bump in the bottom. Okay, we want to just clean that up now and go after that bump, and just with a nice rounded bottom in there. I could make the bottom square across the bottom, or rounded on the bottom, or pointed, anything I want. Just watch the laser and see the shape in there. So cool. Okay, now we're not going to go up on the sidewall. That's already done. So it's pretty quick and easy to clean that surface up nice and smooth and gentle arc again, just like writing with a pencil on a piece of paper, just using your fingertips to sweep across that bottom and get it done.
Hi. Well, I hope this helped a bit and might give you a couple little tips that make it more fun at the lathe. So, see you next time.